let go and detach. Let this be your practice every day. Let me start off by telling you why you should let go. First of all, anything you hold on to is temporary and will pass. For example, even the idea of you thinking of yourself as being a good person will pass. Not even if you don't have to die for it to pass, even you can become brain dead and then you won't be able to think it anymore. So realize and recognize, oh, I wish I could turn the camera around. Yeah, so now realize how anything you think comes from the mind. Like, even not a thought, but something you take as being true. Even, let's say, a belief in Jesus Christ. You believe in Him only in your mind. In your heart, do you know Him? I know that, like, if the whole world was more like this, let's say, follow Jesus in their heart and within them, real in themselves, not in their mind, it would be way different. Like my guru told me, Bhagwan Josiah. Like my Ananda Mayima told me as well. There is nothing in this world, and everybody is chasing that nothing, some less, some more. Everything in this world, its original form is nothing. Your original form is nothing. That which you are being entertained by is nothing. And you'll be like, why it's nothing? Even science proves it. Even like science even proves or makes obvious the truth. This light. So, for example, what I'm seeing is 0.001% of what's really going on here. This is 99.99% space, air, vacuum, nothing. It's nothing. This is around it is nothing, and here's also nothing. And Maya or the Matrix is taking what this is to be real. And you're gonna be like, well, what you're telling to me means nothing to me. But realize what I'm saying so that you can approach and approach the world differently. Like when you experience suffering, knowing what I just said destroys your suffering. For example, suffering over a female doesn't make sense. You are experiencing suffering about something that doesn't exist to you anymore. That doesn't even exist at all. Only the present exists. The past is an imagination, it's an hallucination, and the future too. Your mind likes assuming, but it doesn't know as much as it would like to admit. Sorry about my head, it's just in the way. So yeah. To go then, and for this to mean to you something, for experientially, not just within the matrix, also beyond it, to experience beyond the matrix. Recognize Shakti, recognize what you observe is all energy, and then first recognize physical form, and then recognize what gives rise to that physical form, and its energy and your consciousness playing together. And then recognize the energy, which is Shakti, which is all around you. And use that then, because the Shakti, the spirit, is always on your side. Use that then to recognize your own self. And your own self is not the thing which is thinking about itself. That's the ego, the mind. Your own self is the universal self. Your individual self is consciousness, and consciousness is even the universal self, or is individual consciousness. But the individual consciousness is one with the full consciousness, which is Shiva, which is infinite being. Yo, nature's playing with me. Smoke and meditate, and the goddess will come to you. Always she does. You just have to be aware to recognize it. Shakti, your energy, your Shakti will be activated. And you can use that to recognize the nothingness which is happening, because it's happening from you. Shiva, Bhairava, Krishna, Jesus, they're all now in the same, not now, they're always eternally in the same place. And they haven't left it, and you also, then you realize you have it. If you don't smoke, it's calm. Don't smoke to you don't have to smoke to recognize what I'm saying. Just meditating for a few minutes without thinking will activate your Shakti, will activate your spirit or your heart, or just expand your consciousness a bit. And give thanks to the sun. The Hindus were so right by praying to the sun. Not really. It's like praying to Buddha, like, it's not that you have to, but if you know you would, type of thing, you wouldn't not do it. You wouldn't be scared of doing it. Because there's nothing to be scared of. Nothing can ever hurt or touch you, not even God. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Bhairavaya Namah. Jai Ma. If it feels like there's something you still need to figure out or understand more, at least for now, drop it. There's nothing you should understand more. Only your ego wants to know more things and figure out more things and understand things. But you should know by now, the mind is false, and only the mind can know and understand things. The truth is very beautiful. What you are is very beautiful. When you realize what you are, then you automatically realize what everybody else is. And so you love everyone. When you realize who you are, you will much more love everyone. You will unconditionally really love everyone. If someone does something to you, you'll still defend yourself. It won't be when someone slaps your cheek, you turn the other cheek. When you realize what you are and you realize what everybody is, you'll stand up for yourself even more, because you'll know that you can't disrespect someone or be rude to God for standing up for yourself, because you're standing up for God. Because to you, really, everybody is as well one with God and God, but in your reality, only you are God, or only you exist. You imagine people, use your mind, and you think you know somebody, you don't. You try and pick up things that you remember. When you think you know what someone's thinking, you never know what they're thinking. Except if you merge in universal consciousness and don't think you know what somebody's thinking, you'll just start to know what's going on. Start to be aware about yourself. The more you're aware of yourself, the more you'll be aware of everybody else and everything. Because when you realize yourself, you realize you're also everything. You are nothing. But because you're nothing, you're everything. You first realize you're everything, and then you realize you're nothing, and then after you realize you're nothing, you realize you're everything. But because you are nothing only. Om Trayamba Kamya Jama He Sukandim Pusti Vardhanam Urvar Meteor Mukshama Metad. I know I talk about nothing, but when you realize nothing, you realize Shiva. It's so beautiful. Surrender becomes much easier. Because Shiva is literally you. And he's your higher self, spiritually. So, connecting with your higher self will make you realize that infinite consciousness. Because your higher self is, everything is God. So it's the closest thing to Para Brahman. When you are at your higher self, you can realize your real higher self. Your real higher self is God Himself. Jai Bhairavtantra. I'm out. Jai Bhairavtantra. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Kali Ma. Thank you to the sages. Thank you to Om Parashakti. Om Parashakti.